Hello, everyone. My name is Chak, and today I'm going to share with you how I deal with setback, failure, and adversity in our field. So, first of all, the question is, are we in an insane world? And I think we are, right? If you think about it, the definition of insanity is being absurd, being shocking, and being outrageous. And take a look at all these cases for insanity in our world. All right. So rejection rate at top tier journals around 90 to 95%. Right. Rejection rate after multiple rounds or 3 R&Rs, and then you got rejected by the same AE. All right. That's my experience in the past. Challenging reviewer comments. In the first R&R, they ask you to include X in your model, and then in the rejection letter, they ask you, why do you include X in your model? Demand for newness. In addition to trying to do good work, you also need to have new analytical techniques, new theories, and new institutional practices. And then tenure bar seems to get higher and higher and higher every year. 6 or more A+ in 6 years. You have to craft your own identity, and you have to publish without your advisor. Even better if you're able to do solo author. And while you're doing great at all this, you got to do well in teaching, and then you also need to serve on committees. Like, you are literally a Superman. And then at the end of the day, you go to have lunch or dinner with your friends, and your friends ask you, what do you do? And you say, I write papers. And then they ask you, who reads your work? And all of a sudden, you're thrown into an existential crisis. Like, who cares about what we do? Who reads my work? What's the meaning of what we do? So we are in a very, very difficult field. We are in a great field to take advantage of the freedom that we have, but we are also in a very much insane world. So I always think that there's a saying, publish or perish. I actually think that it's publish and perish after we go through multiple rounds of R&Rs, multiple times for multiple manuscripts. We're just so burnt out and so tired with our work. So the talk of today is to understand how we can cope with it, how we can thrive in it, despite the demand of our field. So I'll just share with you 3 work-related strategies and then 1 non-work related strategies. They are more on a higher level. And so, hopefully it will help you. The first one is, don't be obsessed with your or other scholars' citation counts or how many A+ you have, or what you have done, and to do social comparison. I remember when I was in graduate school, my advisor has said a very wise, share with me a very wise saying that you always lose in social comparison game. All right, so don't worry about this. This is not for you. All right, it's not for you to see. It's for your future employers. It's for the deans and for your letter writers. It's not for you. So don't get obsessed with numbers and numbers of A's, publications. It tends to add stress on you. The second strategy, or similar strategy related, is develop a learning orientation. I found this to be very helpful because every time when I get a rejection letter, I try to think about what could I have done better? What could I improve? And there's a saying, be better today than you were yesterday, and be better tomorrow than you are today. And I truly believe in that. And I'm still learning. For those of you who are in the feedback literature, I suggest you to read Kluger and Denise's 1996 articles on feedback intervention theory. I think it really helps me as a scholar in terms of coping with setback and failure. The second strategy that I found very helpful in dealing with setback and failure and staying sane in an insane world is to schedule around your energy, not your time. So don't just try to schedule things around, the typical day that people do, but rather think about your energy level, right? So usually in the morning, assuming that you have a good night of sleep, you usually more fresh in the morning. All right, especially if you go to the gym in the morning as well. So my suggestion is that in the morning, you try to write the most difficult part, which to me at least is always the conceptual development or responding to difficult questions raised by reviewers. I found it to be very helpful. And then as the day progresses, you get more and more tired. You can focus on data analyses, and you can focus on other things that require less of your brain juice. I found this to be quite helpful, and that it helps me to stay motivated and also stay energetic throughout my academic journey. The last one is that I know that we are always pressed to publish in A+ journals, in the top tier journals, and continue to push our research limit. But I do think that it is important for us to engage in a personally meaningful project. It could be a research project. It could be something completely outside of your work. It can be anything that gives you some sort of a psychological meaningfulness of what you do. So personally, I've been helping a lot with my university to talk about my work, to share my work, and to shoot some videos, as you can see on the left here, to talk about free riding, to talk about management. And these are things that are not related to my research immediately, but nevertheless give me a sense of feeling, meaningfulness that allows me to continue to do my work well. Okay, non-work related strategies I can share with you a bunch of strategies that I have that I use to stay motivated and stay sane in this insane world. But I will refer you to this article by Walsh. It is actually an article on how to deal with depression, and it's called the therapeutic lifestyle changes. And I found this to be very helpful, not only because it's driven by science, but also more importantly, because it truly works. And if you read through the articles I've summarized, and people have summarized it into this 8 kind of dimensions, which is number 1, exercise. So exercise regularly, diet and nutrition. So eat well. Time in nature is very, very important and very consistent with my research on energy. Spend time with nature. All right, hiking is a great idea as an example. Contribution and service, so helping one another or volunteering. Have good relationships with people. Be very mindful of the people that you work with and the people that you collaborate with. Recreations, relaxation and stress management. And finally, for some of us, religion and spirituality. All these strategies have been proven to help people in a very depressed mode to thrive and to recover. And now I'm not saying that we are depressed, although I have a feeling that many of us are. But these are the proven strategies that build the energy level up for anyone in any field. So I would also strongly recommend and encourage you, if you are feeling a little bit stressed or feeling very discouraged with your work, try some of these strategies, and they will help you to stay sane in this insane world. So thank you. That's all I have, and good luck with your academic journey.